has a sense of humor. They purposely place a tree right in the middle of man's body of clay, rooted from his brain, mind, and vertebrae to his behind. Does any other part of the body garden, which is the body, which is the garden, hold so many senses? Even to this day, earthlings exclaim about the thrills up and down this spine. So it is not as though our first duo did not know the tree was there. The spinal is centered in the bodies of every living human. Man is made with his growth light centered from one end of his spinal cord to the other. The wages of sin was the death, sleep of the infinite God eye, leaving man at the mercy of his carnal senses located below the eyebrows. In essence, according to most master messengers and prophets, the woman obviously touched her body parts, clitoris, by error. Oops! She accidentally rubbed her clitoris and discovered earthbound false sensations from stimulating the senses. All right, it felt pleasing and good for consumption. So not only did she like it, but also Adam was right there with her and soon acknowledged he too had a serpent. So in other words, the woman rubbed her clitoris and she said, oh, and got moist, and then looked at Adam and said, Adam, you should touch yourself too. See this bullshit? So Adam had walked around forever and never ever touched his dick. Even though he had to grab his dick to pee, he was not the one who noticed that he had a penis until the woman pointed it out to him. Imagine that. Okay, soon acknowledged he too had a serpent. Now watch this, it says, to eat is to consume, absorb into one's being. And from the fallen humanity, leftovers of today, Adam and Eve must have pigged out on this tree. So now, in other words, all the decadence that's on the earth right now, they're trying to say came from them, and they're beginning disobedience in the God. And this is a fucked up God, because first of all, you should have just dealt with them and not let everybody else have to come into the earth and suffer because of what they did wrong. You could have just got rid of them and put 2 new people in there, and then if they make the same mistake, deal with them. 2 new, see, that's the way it should, because then that way you won't have to sit there and tell me that I should be mad at women because they the ones that fucked the world up. And that's what this book is saying to me. It's saying to me, if it wasn't for the woman, if it wasn't for the wicked ass lady convincing innocent, simple, vulnerable minded Adam to do wicked like she did, things would not be that bad. That's just what it says. It says to eat is to consume, absorb into one's being. And from the fallen humanity, leftovers of today, Adam and Eve must have pigged out on this tree. Because they're the reason everything is so messed up now, meaning the true blame being on the woman. They were so full of its fruits, by the time they remembered they had shamed their God state. They tried hiding their newfound carnal nature with some transparent leaves from the local fig tree. All things slowed down by the rate of atmosphere can be seen through carnal eyes. The couple was so full of loose desires, even their own higher self creator had to ask, where are you? What have you done? So see, here's the deal. Brainwash, 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 brainwash. Because my all-knowing God would have known. I put them in here with Dick and Coochie with the ideal of knowledge coming to them from the sunlight. They eventually gonna climb around, fool around with each other, and I can populate this whole earth. That's why I made it so big and put so much sustainment here, because it was my job and my objective to fill this earth with people. I planted seeds like a farmer plants seeds and doesn't want just 2 plants to be in his field forever, okay? He plows that field because he wants as many plants as possible to be growing there. That's what's the whole ideal of the person that seeded this earth. The man and woman that was put here had specific, proper anointing, appointment, and the guidance of intelligence to do that. Someone came along later with this bullshit rhetoric and destroyed everything. All right, and filled everybody's mind up with lies about who their true self God is. All right, they know women on this earth have to take responsibility for the sins that the men is doing. You can see them out there right now with all those guns, getting ready to disrespect woman and kill her ass as soon as she get out of compliance, rape her, everything they want to do there, because they have no respect for women. So you can't respect their ass to have respect for self. And that's the reason our earth is all messed up, because of foolish reasons like this. And I can always see where a white man to mix his stuff with real true African knowledge to perpetuate his supremacy shit. And every time I see it, I'm going to point it out. I ain't never going to back up. No propaganda is going to try to perpetuate the woman as being the sole evil person on this planet that perpetuated this decadence. When if you really want to know the truth about it, I know it's the white man. I know that. And I'm not saying he's the only person responsible for being wicked. Alright, but what I know is he the one who wrote that bullshit in the book about the woman starting off all evil on the earth. That's not true. And that's what I'm attacking. Has there been evil women on earth? Hell yeah. Can they stand accountability for being the persons who was the ones who initiated evil on earth? No. Not at all. That's a bunch of bullshit. Evil is on the earth because the knowledge of good and evil was manifested in you when you was given a soul and generated life to walk around on this planet. The knowledge of good and evil comes with the spiritual existence that animates all manifestations on this planet. So what you do with that energy is what decides who you are. It has nothing to do with someone else has done. See, just because this world is filthy as hell, I'm not going to go put on no motherfucking uniform and join with the NATO forces, try to murder everybody on American soil so I can have a job. And a lot of these people you see coming here with that are just left or right. Or Afghanistan, just murderers, murderers, murderers. They got their foolish Catholic religion and all that shit that makes them not hesitate to go be the murderers that they was designed to be. Fabricated murderers. The couple was so full of loose desires, even their highest self-creator has asked, where are you? What have you done? Damn, Adam, damn, is what God said. Their answers uncovered this world's first conspiracy. Adam put the finger on his woman, and she in turn, he told on her, and she in turn blamed the lowest feeling crawling away, the serpent. The snake of false sensations is the unsatisfied feelings that selfishly crawl to earth, seeking whom it may devour. No, the unqualified feelings is what I said earlier. The unsatisfied feelings is the impressions of the heart that has not been answered from desires of this life and desires unfulfilled from past lives. That's what tempted them, if anyone got tempted. And it wasn't a tempt. It was just utilizing what's available to have the experiences. You're not going to set up a story of somebody else doing something wrong that snowballed as being the sole purpose of everyone right on the earth right now to be continuing to do wrong. You're not going to do that. Because I'm not going to go on and do a damn thing wrong and try to blame it on the fact that other people before me has been doing wrong. I can say my circumstances could put me in a position where in order to compete with evil, I have to be evil, or I cannot compete with evil. I don't need the SUV. I don't need those fast-ass women who require that you have that type of materialism to offer them in order to have them. Because they're filthy. Because they have filthy minds. The conceptualization of who they are has been tampered with. And they think and act like prostitutes and whores. And I don't say that to make women hate me. I say that to make people really think about their behavior and see if that could be befitting of them. That's what that's all about. You know, a lot of people don't see me as being the master teacher that I am, but that's going to be your problem. I've been ordained by the universe to come and drop it like it's hot, and that's what I'm doing. So, you know, give me credit for that. And that's not boasting. That's just like letting you be aware of who I am, what I was sent here to do. It's what I'm doing. Because that's what I do. Okay? The answers uncovered the world's first conspiracy. Adam put the finger on his woman, and she in turn blamed the lowest feeling crawling away, the serpent. This snake of false sensation is the unsatisfied feelings that sexually crawl the earth, seeking whom it may devour. Here it should be remembered that serpent is and was a thought of the lower self, a tempting, selfish, and sinful thought. All sins lie in the wish, in the desire, not in the act. The act, which is a manifest of sinful thoughts, later became crimes for other men to judge. God did not buy into any of Adam and Eve's lack of acceptance and responsibility and cast them all out of their harmonious minds. They had lost knowledge of their true God self and had to separate into the world to find themselves. Now see, you cannot look at all that stuff that I just explained to you as being an actual occurrence. This is allegoric. It's symbolic. See, you got too many people that walk around the earth and really believe that a white man and a white lady named Adam and Eve populated the earth with all us black people. And we became black because we got cursed by God, which is the sun that brings all life to the earth. If the only way we could get cursed by God to become black is that the sun cooked our skin from white and turned us black. But we know that can't happen because you see white people trying to get brown all the time, and you see how detrimental it is to them. So people been lying. I mean, it's just real simple. You're just going to have to accept that and grow up, you know, and keep it real, because being in denial and acting like an irresponsible child gets the concentration camps for your ass to reside in. That's what all that leads to. That's people take advantage of you when you're stupid as hell like that, alright? That's the reason why people have to do stupid shit like credit cards, where something that you should have been able to pay for, you have to sign up a contract to owe money for a long time. And it's for everything now. Let's sign it over to me. So now what's going to happen is when the One World Bank take over, anything you owe, even if it was a stupid cell phone that you didn't pay, they're going to be able to just take it from your allotment. This is the corrupt evil that the world is trying to manifest its future in. And as citizens, you got to understand brainwash bullshit. Okay, let me tell you what it says. Where did Adam and Eve go? They went into Asia. Okay, so now remember, if they was kicked out of the Garden of Eden and they went into Asia, that means they probably was in Africa, or we know they weren't in Europe. Okay, why would you be in Europe? Cold and freezes that place is. Why would that be the cradle of civilization? And why would they go to Asia? Why would God kick them out of one place so they could just go be the same fuck-ups in another place? And if they was kicked out of their land because the land was so holy, why were they put there if they were not holy enough to know not to soil holy land? These are logical questions that you can ask any preacher and he'll say, don't worry about that. Just know and have faith in Jesus. Dad on Calvary for your sins. And if you give me a $20, I'm sure I can arrange for Jesus to die for your ass again. See, it's bullshit. All crazy brainwash bullshit. If you come to church on Sunday, you can go out and sin right away on Monday, on Tuesday's juicier. And so I swear to you, it's gonna be like you're gonna have to swear that you're gonna be back on Sunday. In your checkbook, don't forget it, no I say, because we're gonna be requiring that you pay up. It is so sad. It is so sad. And people say it every week in budget. Jesus bill. And all this is because of that stupid ass woman. $218. Bishop Blake. That's really messed up. And then they all sat around here and waited and watched everybody on the way to the damn UN camp. Everybody invited there. Every place else your ass got to pay to go to. Not the UN camp. Free. Why they gonna have a sign up that says vacancy forever? As soon as you go in there, they gonna kill your ass. Unless, of course, you're a plumber or an electrician. You should worry. Somebody's gonna come and steal you in the middle of the night. That's how they get down. I ain't worried about the ass, because I know them light shit going bzz, bzz, right on the spot. This I know. Okay. The entire land mass outside of Eden, the birthplace of physical man, was